When Zizipho Poswa and Andile Dialvane began their business 11 years ago, they had no capital, just skill and vision. Today, they export to New York and Paris. 9 out of 10 clients are from abroad, and their abstract but functional work is the pride of the South African ceramics industry.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Most of my work is inspired by my textile design background. I love patterns, I love color and texture, and I'm also drawn to beautiful interiors. My mom used to collect a lot of deco magazines back then when I was still young, and I still have memories of that, and I try to bring that in on my work as well.
One of the unique experiences here is that you have the workspace combined with the shop. Did you always know you wanted to do that?
We knew from the onset that we wanted to combine our gallery space with our production space. We wanted to create an experience for the customers, and we also love to meet the customers, and we know that the customers also love to meet the artists themselves. We love our customers to experience the product that is locally made, and the materials are locally sourced. So we wanted to create an African authentic experience for our customers.
The name of their business is Imiso, which means tomorrow. And the promise in that word was realized when they exhibited in New York within a year of opening. Zizipho's hand-pinched style immediately set her work apart.
So what I've done here, I've laid out each step for you to see. So the first one, we have to actually press the slab to actually take the shape of the mold. You can also touch it and feel it. It's actually at a leather stage. Yes, so we're going to apply the pinching technique. So let me show you how to do that. Will my fingerprints
be embedded in this forever?
They will be embedded forever. So what we do, we're going to pinch all around the rim, and as you pinch, it will have a freely effect. And I love the hand pinching technique because it's the most direct way of interacting with clay. From here, we actually going to now start designing it, putting a pattern on it.
And do you do this freehand without a ruler?
This is all freehand, and this is a skill I learned while I was working at Carol Nevin, and they were specializing in hand-painted textile designs.
I can't even put eyeliner on straight, so I don't know if you can trust me with this bowl.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of it, is that it's not perfect.
I like that.
This design reflects the natural flora and fynbos Zizipho grew up with in Umtata in the Eastern Cape.
I noticed you use a lot of different techniques here, but these ones particularly caught my eye. This is so unique.
Well, this is one of Andile's pieces. He's my business partner and co-founder of the business, and he's the best person to tell you about the work. So I'll let you meet Andile.
Okay.
Andile, this is incredible.
Fantastic, yes. This is from my Scarified collection, which is inspired by the body scarification, which is one of the the rituals that I grew up in my village practicing, which is basically done for healing purposes or clan identification. As an artist, I find myself responsible to document this, as it's basically a practice that is dying out. The next generation won't be able to see or experience this and know why people have those marks, or they may be seeing images. So these pieces, basically the conversational pieces, where I'm able to educate the viewers as to what were these practices about and where the inspiration comes from.
Has your art taken you places?
Well, as a young boy, I've always wanted to travel. It was my dream, and traveling washes your eyes, and this is something that I use for my inspiration, for my work. When I travel, I get a better perspective onto things, which all of those information and inspiration, I use it through my work, and that basically allows me to interact and take my culture to other places, and vice versa, and that get to reflected into the pieces that I make.
Well, after that motivation, I'm ready to get cracking and finish these steps. That was very inspiring.
Actually, this is looking amazing.
Yeah?
Did you do this? Lizzie, you're losing your job.
Well, she's hired.
Beyond applying creative glazes, this innovative artist uses smudges and layers, scratches on details, and after firing in the kiln, the depth of her work is revealed.
It can actually take a little bit of practice to get it right, but I'll show you how it's supposed to look like.
Wow, this is such an incredible gold. I can't believe this grey turns into the most stunning gold. And I love how the color bleeds as well.
Isn't it amazing?
Speaking of surprises, you mentioned earlier on that your mom is a huge part of your inspiration.
Yes.
So I actually invited her over to join us for a cup of tea now.
It was a family member who first invested in the business, so it makes her mother, Stella Poswa, beam to be enjoying lunch off the plates made by Zizipho and exported across the globe.
Stella, you must be so proud of your daughter.
She is such a pride of the family because there's no trace of this art thing in the family. So I'm very proud.
Since it's Women's Month and you've raised such a fine daughter, what advice do you have for South African women, especially mothers?
For the mothers, we mothers, we know how powerful we are at home, at our homes. We look after our kids, we raise a lot of kids, we raise our children to be something. Let us be strong about them, let us be patient with them. For instance, me and Zizi. It was funny to me to have an artist, but I agreed with her and I said, yeah, I know, go to PE and pursue your career because art is what she is.
Zizi, it's wonderful to get a glimpse into your past. What advice do you have for young entrepreneurs in South Africa?
I'd say there's actually no shortcuts. You need to put in a lot of work. I've gone through that myself. I've spent in long hours. It's a journey and I was prepared for that, and I would encourage everyone to not give up.
For more on Zizipho's newest range, look her up online at imisoceramics.co.za.